Okay, so now when you see your walk cycle play, you see that it's working, it's fine. But if you look at your images and they're not consistent, they're not colored all the same way. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to show you guys how to now go back into your library and start coloring them so that they're a little bit more consistent. So if we look at number one and we open it up, he has white and then his back leg isn't white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another frame, another layer, and I'm going to place that layer underneath. So I'm going to go ahead and lock my first layer, and I'm going to now come in and color with a pencil or a brush or whatever you guys want to color with, and you're going to make sure that your color and your shape it matches. So we're going to make sure that it is white and it's filled with white. I'm going to come in and I'll make my brush a little bit bigger, so I can just come in and fill with white. And since it's on the layer underneath, it's still going to show, oh, it's still going to now show the lines because it's on a separate layer. So that is not perfect, not nowhere near. And come in and erase some of that. So simply erase. So now this makes it for a more consistent character. Let me go ahead and make this a little bit smaller and go to the recoil now. So he needs a lot of work. So I'm going to lock this. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to put my layer 2 underneath so that I can now come in and just simply paint. Oops. Put something by accident. And you're going to just come in and paint or change the colors of yours. Anything else you guys want to do, you guys can go in there and modify your animations. And fix them up. Go ahead and unlock that. And notice that I have an extra graphic here. And delete. And delete. So now I fixed number 2. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 doesn't need that much work, but it needs a little work. Bring my second layer back down and come in and just simply paint with white. There we go. And I'll now go to number 4. And I'll continue layer. Bring it underneath. It needs to be underneath so the black still shows of the outline of your drawing. Number 5. This one needs a lot of work. Bring that down. I'm just going to come in and lock this. For now, I'll make my brush maybe a little bit quicker. Go in. Now this is animation. You don't have to be it's not a coloring book. So we're not worried about the lines being filled in correctly or coloring outside of the lines. I like it when it colors outside of the lines. Sometimes it gives you a little bit more character. Okay, there's our number 2. I'm going to unlock layer 1. I'm going to delete this graphic here. That extra space. So we're almost done. Be patient with me. There's 407. I'm back from the dead. I'm working right now, Neil. Thank you. So now here we go. And we're adding more color. And we're going to number 7. And we're going to make another layer again. And bring it down. And add some more color. There we go. So finally we're going to number 8, which is our final picture. Bring it down, and we're going to paint once again. There we go. So now we've painted all of our characters. We retouched all of our characters. Right here it shows you that there's a scene, and this is where you're in the library and you're working on the character. Now let's go back to our scene. Now that we're back in our scene, we can fit it to window. And you'll notice that on each frame, the character has now been retouched. So when you play it, it has a more consistent feel with the coloring of it. You can go back in and you could actually color the shirts different color. You can color color the pants different color, and you can just go ahead and recolor it. So this helps out a lot. Having it in your actual library and recoloring it. So wherever it actually gets placed, it will then recolor and update your animation. So that's it for now for this third and final part of the actual walk cycle and the character movement. Next, we're going to go into the background, where you're going to have either a city or a park or a street where your character is walking down that street, city, or park or sidewalk. And then we're going to add a sky movement. So we're going to have multiple things moving within our characters. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.